This is how it's gonna be. This is what you think of me. It's going down like I told you. This is how it's gonna be. I'll be the last man standing here. I'm not going anywhere. It's going down like I told you. I'll be the last man standing here. What you gonna do? I'm gonna rock you. What you gonna do? I'm gonna rock you. What you gonna do? I'm gonna rock you. I'll have you begging for mercy, begging for mercy. Oh, I'm dangerous. So dangerous. I'm dangerous. So dangerous.
Good morning, BodySlams podcast viewers. I am one of your analyst co-hosts here on Breakfast and BodySlams. I'm Chio Frost, and the Stun Muffin sitting across the table from me wearing that cool Switchblade Bullet Club shirt is
Tony Reyes.
Yes, sir. And all the way from a land down under, which is New Jersey, because it's from
Land down under meant Australia.
No, this is the
Italian.
No, but this is the from under cheese, what they put on their pizzas and stuff like that. He's the Italian hero. Recently changed again. From,
Yeah, I'm back to Joey Image TV now.
from his Twitter. So if anyone
I was your Italian hero for like a day.
So if anyone out there was confused for a split second, like I was, Mr. Joey Image back at that Joey Image TV.
Yeah, I figured it's Joey Image TV on everything else. Like, why change just one of them? If I could get real Joey Image on Twitter, I would change to that. But some freaking troll hacker got that years ago, and they won't release. And now it's been suspended, and they won't release it for me to use it. So I just figure I might as well leave every social media thing I have the same.
Hey, why not? You know, you're.
It's easier that way, I guess.
Or you could have been that image guy.
I was for a while.
Well, everyone, thank you for tuning in today at 11 a.m. as always, every Sunday. And was you just doing the Price is Right theme song in your head right there? You were humming?
No. I got that song stuck in my head, our intro song. That one.
He's pretty good.
I'm dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah, if you keep watching this show could be very dangerous for people tuning in. Our man DB Richards, all the way over from the 2300 Wrestling Podcast, is chiming in. Jersey is the armpit of America. Thank you very much, DB. And I'm looking forward to play our game of Connect 4 the next time I see you at Super Crazy. Well, while I'm at it, I might as well give a quick shout out to all of our other wrestling podcast affiliates out there. Tiffany Ann at the Indie Wrestling Corner, Anthony Andy and Brian at the Tornado Tag Podcast, Alex Watt at the HTW Network, Rob Williams at the Bob Culture Podcast, and as I mentioned just a second ago, the 2 days, DB Richards and Dave Keener at the 2300 Wrestling Podcast. Yes, I cut out some of our other podcast affiliates that we had because I wasn't hearing no love back. And speaking of love, Linda's showing her love as always chiming in. Always happy to hear. Well, can't hear, but read what she says. Thank you for tuning in.
Morning.
Most definitely. And as you see. Right now, I'm wearing one of our first. I was tempted to say retro or throwback shirt, but it's one of our first T-shirts that we had on our website, the Breakfast of Body Slam shirt, which you can go to our pod shop on bodyslamspodcast.com, and it'll take you over to the spring page, which they'll manufacture and ship, send out to you. We get a small percentage of that, which will go back to helping us continue run this show for you guys.
Mine's in the wash, so I'm wearing my kayfabe shirt instead.
And you know what? And we'll definitely we're definitely gonna get you guys some more shirts. Our man Dennis Reaper. Yep, we are a bunch of ugly mofos. Because who would love to see this in the morning time? Yes, you are, Joey.
I'm beautiful.
And the gobbler, Pat Bernard. From Devereaux Sport. Yeah, the
Pat
gobbler.
Bernard, congratulations on 11 years, buddy, with your marriage.
Oh, I must have missed that one there.
Twitter, you're not on Twitter.
Oh, was it a dark match?
He's on
Twitter. Anyway, people, we're gonna kick this thing off, which our main topic is the WWE Wrestle.
Oh, I was close.
It could be. If you be my Valentine, I'll be your beefcake.
I love that guy. I just saw his name pop up on Twitter. That's why.
Sweet. Is the WWE WrestleMania Backlash pay-per-view, which is
Backlash used to be like one of the most boring like pay-per-views of the year, and then they put the word WrestleMania in front of it to make it seem more important. And then all they do is have like WrestleMania rematch, like a lot of stuff we've already seen at WrestleMania. I don't know. To me, it like diminishes WrestleMania a little bit because I feel like that's not the end of the story now. That's just another chapter.
That's
and
like
then
WrestleMania Raw.
Thing.
You know, it's the day after Raw. It's a WrestleMania Raw.
Yeah, but that's kind of different because Raw still is every
different.
Week, though. Yeah, because Raw is still every week. This is like
the WrestleMania after Raw has a crowd like no other.
Yeah, because you don't know what to expect.
You have people traveling from all over.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I just don't like that they put the word WrestleMania in front of the Backlash.
I don't like it either. I agree. It should have just been Backlash.
Yeah, just
everybody knows
it
it's Backlash.
Right.
Alrighty, and like in no particular order, as far as I know, they only have 6 matches scheduled for this event, unless there's going to be some surprise stuff. Has to be at least in their kickoff show. They got to at least have 1, maybe 2 matches. I'm gonna say 1.
1 probably.
1, yeah. But
I actually only know of these. I only know of the 6 we're going to talk about too. I don't know.
Yeah, that's all I know.
Yeah, they haven't announced anything. Are they doing a kickoff? Wasn't the kickoff show for WrestleMania no matches, just 2 hours of talking?
No, I think they did.
They did
have one.
They had a match.
I don't even remember.
Was it
one
the tag match?
I believe so, but each one had like 1 or 2 matches.
Yeah. In no particular order. This is just the way it comes up on my screen here. Here we go.
I don't know what I'm so excited about.
This is
that Charlotte's face? What happened? Is she missing part of her face?
I don't know.
That graphic, her face from like her cheeks down looks so small and thin. Like, did she just lose a ton of weight? It looks very different. I don't know.
Well, you know how it is with these people who do the touch-ups. They probably
photoshopped her face out of her face.
Well, they did some editing.
Take her leg out of her leg.
Something.
I don't know.
This is for the SmackDown Women's Championship, and it is a I Quit match between Charlotte Flair and Ronda Rousey.
Damn. I hate to say that Rousey's going to win because it's an I Quit match, and she never quits, but I think that, I don't know, her finisher being a submission, I think that kind of puts it in Charlotte's. I don't know, man. I'm betting Charlotte.
Well, Charlotte with the whole figure 8, that's her submission.
Yeah, I know. I hate that name. That name makes no sense.
It's only because, like, you know, you had the figure 4 and figure she does that, the arch with her back.
Yeah, but that doesn't make it a different.
It doesn't make it an 8, though. Yeah,
right. That's what I mean. Like, it's called a figure 4 because your legs are in that position where it looks like a drawn out number 4. Hers still looks. Your legs are still in the same position. You're just up in the air. I don't know. I like to nitpick shit because I'm a heel. Whatever. And I've got a chocolate chip cookie here for you.
What the hell do we know? We just work here.
I don't know.
Heyman hands down. I'm seeing Ronda Rousey walking out with this one. I do not see.
Didn't
Unless they
Charlotte
do.
win the title recently, or somewhat recently? Was it Mania? I don't even remember.
No
No,
doubt.
she walked in with the title and walked out with the title.
You're thinking of the Royal Championship. That's what you're thinking of. With the
I
Bianca.
don't know what I'm thinking of.
With Bianca Belair.
Yeah.
That's what you're thinking of.
Uh-oh, there's the static again from last week. Yeah, no, there it is.
Again, from T. Hold up. T, you there? We good?
I'm here.
We're
Yeah,
good?
you're both good now. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, we definitely. It might be a wire or short or something like that. I might have to switch a channel on here and see what's up. It's on channel 2. I might have to switch his over to channel 3 and see what's up with that.
Try
though.
channel Peacock, man. You get the pay-per-view at the same time.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
Sorry,
most definitely.
sorry, not the pay-per-view, the premium live event.
Now going from this, I like. It's cool to see Ronda in this.
Thank you,
in
Dennis.
this angle.
I missed this before. Sorry. Thank you, sir.
All right, I'm gonna let Joey Image control the chat room.
Oh God.
What?
Well, speaking of an I Quit match, DB Richards says this. My buddy Derek is here watching. I think for the first time live. That kid Derek's got beautiful nipples.
Oh, sweet.
Here's another chocolate chip cookie for this one's for tea. The last one's for Chio. This is my breakfast.
Sweet.
Chocolate cookies and a big cup of tea.
No breakfast. Just my coffee out of my beautiful.
Yeah, I gotta wash my mug and my shirts
mug.
in the wash.
I actually I'm gonna design more mugs, but they're gonna be different. On one side, it's gonna have each show's logo, and then it'll have this logo on the opposite side.
That's
so every
a cool
show
idea.
you'll have the different logo for each show, but our main logo will be on the opposite side. So I'm definitely gonna do that. And I got to get us some hoodies too. So when the winter comes back around next year. But yeah, getting back
to this. Yeah, I see Flair, man. Charlotte Flair, I think.
Yeah. I want to say Ronda going over though, but
I have 2 ways this could go.
All right, see, let's hear it.
Because we're not sure how long Rousey's going to be in the E for. So if she's in for the long haul, I see Rousey going in. But if she's not, I see a whole swerve with a la Rock and Mick Foley, because Rousey been saying you're gonna quit. Say I quit with her voice. So they'll have
do that again. That would be amazing.
And have Charlotte walk out again as champion, to be the only, and for her to brag to be the only person to beat Ronda 2 times.
That'd be great.
That would be cool. I didn't see that promo or hear that audio or whatever, but that would be awesome.
Now, me, I hope after this is all over, I hope they go another route with Ronda. I was saying to T, I said I would prefer to pair her up with Baszler and be like 2 badass women coming out and just like, I hate them teaming Baszler up with just anybody. They had her with Nia, now they got her with Natty. Put her with Ronda. They're from the same clique from before wrestling, and it'll make sense. It'll be like 2 badass. I'm gonna say like 2 badass Benoits going out there just to beat ass and not really say much. And that's why I think less promos, more action. And if they're gonna put somebody with them, T mentioned about Paul Heyman. Just because he managed a lot of the MMA, but I don't think that's going to go a route that way because he's with the bloodline with that whole situation there. If anything, maybe Sonya Deville, since she has the whole background in the MMA as well. But that's just my view on afterwards, post Charlotte, post Rousey match here. And moving along, we got the rematch between the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, and Seth freaking Rollins.
This is like the only match I'm looking forward to. Cody Rhodes needs to be undefeated. He needs to stay. He can't lose already.
Now, you mentioned they happened to play this match back already.
Yeah, they did it last night, and Cody went over.
It's
So-
kind of it's one of those test runs.
Unless they do some kind of screw job where Cody still looks strong, but he was obviously screwed or something. So something like that, I could see him losing, but I think he needs to remain undefeated still. I mean, he's only had one match back, right? Or
Yep.
I mean, on Raw or whatever, but I mean, one pay-per-view match.
Yep. He, I believe he needs to stay undefeated as well.
Yeah.
Until that moment, because he has so much momentum right now. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So, and he keeps hinting at the world championship,
which he did on the
Yeah.
Broken Skull.
Yeah.
So
What
Now-
a great episode that was.
Now, Joe, I got a question. Did they mention in the report how did Cody go over? Did he go over by disqualification,
Oh, I don't
count
know.
out,
I don't
anything
know.
like that?
I just read the results this morning, just that he went over.
Because if he went over by pin or submission, that would really not do this match any justice. Like if he went over by disqualification or count out, then okay, that works out. It gives a little bit.
That's what
more-
I'm saying. Something
more
like
to
that. where
fans
it's
in
kind
attendance.
Yeah. Give them like a treat or let them whatever.
And
But he went over, but again, doesn't say how.
you know, one good thing I want to give a shout out to Joe, that we mentioned in the chat room earlier that when Cody Rhodes was on Broken Skull,
Yeah, with Steve Austin.
he got to name drop a certain particular company that me and you attend quite often.
Oh yeah, I forgot all about that.
Yeah, he mentioned when he's traveling around, he mentioned one place over in California, and then he said Pro Wrestling Magic in New Jersey.
Yep.
Big pops to Pro Wrestling Magic. Yo,
Yeah.
You got plugged on WWE TV. Well, the Broken Skull.
They should cut that clip out of him saying Pro Wrestling Magic in New Jersey. Just cut the audio out, make some kind of commercial about it, or cut the. Well, I guess they can't use the video, but make some kind of ad or some kind of YouTube promo, 30-second promo spot, and have him saying that.
what's funny was
I would have already had that done.
the same interview. Steve Austin was asking him a question. He goes, "Favorite rock band?" And he said, "Our Lady Peace." And in my mind, I'm like, "Oh my God!"
I missed that part.
I'm like, this man just said Benoit's theme song. Mentally, he ain't say it verbally, but he said it mentally.
Yeah, that was the band that did Chris Benoit's theme song. Which last time I was at Magic, I was doing sound check and I played that song.
Remember that? Everyone goes, "Oh!"
I was getting booed.
I forgot about that. Was only last week or was it?
No,
the week
that
before?
was last month. I
forgot all about that. That was funny.
Yeah, I got booed out the locker room just for that. But I love that song. That song's great, though.
It is a great song.
Man. But hands down, I see Cody Rhodes definitely going over. He's gonna make his run for that world championship. And
for a lot of wrestling fans in general, but more specifically AEW fans, they're always like, WWE won't ever mention AEW. They don't acknowledge they exist. They don't ever talk about them. They don't allow their wrestlers to say stuff about them. Cody Rhodes did about 35-40 minutes just about AEW on the Steve Austin show.
He mentioned every
drop
name under the sun.
They showed pictures from AEW with the AEW logo on the turnbuckle. So before these fans keep bitching about shit they don't know what they're talking about, go watch that episode and then say that they don't let them talk about it. They had Jericho on there while he's contracted to AEW. They had him on a WWE show. I mean, that says it right there. I mean, Sami Zayn mentioned AEW on Raw a few months back, or whatever it was, 6 months ago, or whatever. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, it's a big world out there, but it's not like people ain't stupid. So why pretend?
A lot of the wrestling
depends.
are.
But why pretend that it doesn't exist when it's blatantly there? We got the internet now. It's not like back in the day.
Yeah, but it makes sense for WWE to pretend it doesn't exist because number one doesn't need to worry about number two because they're number one. They need to worry about number one remaining number one. It's number two that's always throwing shots out and stupid references and the Cody breaking the throne thing and Like, if you worry about your own
WWE's
product,
guilty
you
of-
improve your own product. If you worry about what somebody else is doing, you're going to lose sight of what's going on in your own thing and how you can move forward and progress and improve.
Well, if you remember, WWE used to do that back in the day too, when like Paul and Nash went over, they had the fake Razor, fake.
But
Diesels.
they weren't number one; they were number two at the time. That's my point.
Well, and they were also doing what was it the
Billionaire Ted,
the Nacho Man, and
they were number two, which is my point still stands. Number two is doing that, and number one doesn't need to.
I can't say who was number one, who was number two. I'm not about the.
I mean, the ratings said it for us.
Yeah, I'm saying
that's what I'm talking about.
The ratings are only by particular group of whatever, like, but as individuals,
the ratings are done by the television.
But as individuals, is everyone scored it as individually? Everyone will have a different perspective of who's number one, who's number two.
Well, of course, but that doesn't matter because it's the ratings that are official numbers. What people's opinions don't matter. It's the actual numbers that go to press and go to the cable station. That's what I mean.
I think, Joe, you just gave me
I'm not talking about opinions.
Joe, you just gave me an idea. You just said it doesn't matter. I think we might have to get a sound clip of it. It doesn't matter. So what? I'll probably get sued.
But I don't know. We between the three of us, we know enough of that family to maybe get permission to use that. You know what I'm saying? We can get a clip of The Rock say it doesn't matter. We know enough of that family, man.
What's the what's that website again where you get shout outs and stuff where you can pay to get shout outs? Cameo. Maybe
Cameo.
Maybe
speaking
we can
get a couple
of
Cameo.
Yeah.
I'm now doing that on ProWrestlingTees.com on my t-shirt store. Only $10. I can do a shout out for you. I don't know. The only thing is they don't tell me how long it has to be. Like, they don't give me a time limit. It can only be a minute, or it can only be 5 minutes, whatever. They don't tell me that part, which is weird.
I think it's like 60 seconds to 3 minutes at the most. I think. Don't quote me on it.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even. They didn't tell me. They just told me on Friday that I'm approved to do shout out videos. They're $10 a piece, and I'm looking right now to see if I can see how much they are, but I have no idea.
All right, and moving along, it's safe to say we all agree on Cody Rhodes going over.
Yeah.
All right, so next match up, we get AJ Styles, the phenomenal one, taking on WWE Hall of Famer Edge with Damian Priest banned from ringside. I love everything that Edge is doing right now. The whole brew type situation. Judgment Day. I couldn't remember the name. Thank you, T. I think they need to add more to it.
Sorry. There we go.
Oh, $10. You added too? All right, cool.
Nope. That's just a screenshot of my.
No. I mean, the shared screen. Okay,
yeah, that's just the video thing I was just talking about.
Oh,
ProWrestlingTees.com/Joey Image, $10. I don't know. Again, I don't know how long they have to be, but there you go.
I'm gonna and look, a cheap plug for GSW right there on the mic.
Where? Oh,
I
didn't even notice that.
On the mic flag. Yeah. Yeah.
So people buy those. They're only $10.
Yeah, I didn't realize you can switch my screen off, the shared screen.
Well, because we were talking about that, and I didn't want to just blow right by it. I wanted to show it, but I had to find it. We're getting a lot of static and crackling from the mic again.
One more time. Here we go. How about now?
Go. Yeah, good now.
I have other adapters I can use. Maybe I'll just tie his mic into my mic. I can do it like that. But anyway, we got this rematch. This is also another rematch from Mania here. I hands down, I do not see AJ going over. They're pushing Judgment Day pretty good. I like to see more members become involved with this myself.
That's basically what's going to happen. That's how he's going to lose.
More members of what? The Edge thing?
Yes. Judgment Day.
Yeah, that's the name of the clique.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, Judgment
Day. I didn't know that. Yeah. They named it after a pay-per-view?
Because Basically.
I would have just called it Brood again. Just the Brood.
Well, yeah, but you can't do that without Gangrel.
Well, that'd be nice though to bring him back as like the Godfather, almost like remember WCW, they had like the Godfather as far as Taskmaster. Wait, no, not Taskmaster.
I don't know.
Was it King Iakea or whatever the
Prince Ikea?
King Curtis. Remember King Curtis?
Yeah.
When he was with the Dungeon of Doom, he was like the head guy, like behind it all.
Yeah.
That's what Gangrel should be. Like,
and Taskmaster was like working for him.
Yeah,
under him, yeah.
But yeah, I can see them bringing back Gangrel and making him with Damian Priest being barred from ringside. What if Gangrel makes a return here? Also, I like what Gobbler says, because I was looking for this the other week. Finn Balor.
How does he not even know how to spell the guy's name?
Because he don't know how to spell his own name.
Jesus, Baylor, come on, man.
Yeah,
Bailey's not on this show.
Yeah,
Finn Bailey, that would be a gimmick.
But yeah,
so I was thinking the same thing. I wasn't thinking that he joins Edge. I was thinking Finn Balor does a run-in, makes AJ lose, and then him and AJ feud. He doesn't have to join Edge though.
No,
I mean he does have the Demon Balor, so he could always join Edge under that gimmick.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Don't see it.
I was thinking when Balor was doing the run-in to make the save, when Priest and Edge was jumping AJ on was it Raw or last Friday? I don't remember what day it was. But when Finn came out after he made the save, they're standing in the ring. I was thinking he was gonna attack AJ right there and then, and join. But I can definitely 100%. I feel it in my bones that we're gonna get the Demon Balor joining Edge and Priest, hands down. I can see it coming. That's just me. T, you have a smirk on your face.
No.
Dude, you got something to say. I know you got something different.
No, the wrong people. Rhea Ripley's the one that probably is going to join.
Rhea.
That would be awesome.
Well, there would be two good choices to join together as well. Just to make it bigger.
Balor doesn't need no followers. He was a leader of Bullet Club.
I get that. And they teased it. And they teased it in the ring when he made the save with him and AJ throwing up the two sweets.
Right. That's why I'm thinking that Balor's going to interfere and cause AJ to lose, and they're going to feud.
Well, time will tell. Is tonight the Backlash, so people's going to have to tune in. So we're going to keep this thing moving because we're trying to stick to an hour time frame, but we'll give ourselves a 30-minute layover just in case. But we're going to try to stick to time if we can. We're already halfway in through the show. What's this? Linda says,
reconnect? What does that mean?
I don't know. Reconnect with the Bullet Club with AJ.
What does that mean? Reconnect the Bullet Club with AJ Styles? That doesn't make sense. Bullet Club's not in WWE though. They don't call it.
But they were both Bullet Club.
No, they're New Japan. I guess try to put their own little clickage together, like how AJ did.
Oh yeah, they're not going to call. Well, they can't call it.
Gallows
and
that,
right?
With
yeah, that's why they were just the club, because they couldn't put it. They couldn't call it that.
Well, they can probably go back to the club thing again if they want to. Club sandwich, whatever.
What if they just all carry a club? Remember the club that protects your car?
Yeah.
What if they just all carry those? If they whack people with those things?
Here's one match that I'm kind
of. This is the bathroom match, or go make a sandwich match,
I'm not
go
looking
fucking get hit by a car match, or run in front of a bus.
I'm not looking forward to it, but I'm also looking forward for Madcap to go over though.
I liked Madcap Morris. I liked Madcap Moss better when he was Riddick Moss in NXT. And then they moved him up and gave him this stupid hat and suspenders thing, and he hangs out with the wolf guy, lone wolf, and
the bald wolf now.
Can we just let him be Baron Corbin again with the lone wolf gimmick, and not the waiter? Remember he used to wear those waiter outfits?
Yeah.
Because he wore the nice black vest. He looked like a fucking He looked like a what do you call it? The host when you walk into a nice restaurant. May I take bring you to your table and take your coat, you prick, or whatever.
Dave says this is a Sunday Night Heat match.
We got to stop putting Dave's message on the screen until he gets David Adams out of his picture. Come on.
Well, that was just not too long ago. Yeah.
I'm just breaking his balls.
Moss, I would love. I thought after the babyface change, I thought they would lose the suspenders, lose the shorts, get a little bit more serious. But I guess they're gonna run its course between these two, and then maybe do a little change up after this is over.
I haven't watched WWE TV in a few weeks. Is he still doing the bad jokes on TV?
Yes.
Yeah, but he was roasting him this past week.
Yeah, that's why he came up with the bald wolf. And he was getting the crowd to chant it, bald wolf, bald wolf.
All right, I might have to. Was that on Raw?
SmackDown.
I may have to watch this. From this past Friday.
Yes.
All right, I may have to watch that segment.
Yeah. So I'm hands down. I'm seeing Moss going over in this one. It's just that they're looking to push him, and it is what it is.
But he does need to. I think Madcap Moss should just win this and then drop this feud or whatever, like end it here and just do something else.
Well, someone needs to say something to creative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can't think of anything else for him other than put him back in NXT or get rid of him. I don't know.
And
but I feel like I hate when people were like, so and so, like this needs to end. He needs to go do something better. Well, what? Well, I don't know.
They're not gonna get people. They're not gonna get rid of him because, like,
no, I know
he.
I'm being serious.
Him and
go.
Him and Bianca have like the male. They were the top male and female NXT board down at the PC, and their names were basically the top in all the events for the longest. So,
you mean for doing every activity?
Yeah, but like records.
Yes.
Yeah, like long jumps, box jumps. Like
I remember seeing that,
and it was always Reddick, Moss, and Bianca. Him for the males. So they're trying to find out what is his gimmick without. They're trying to find something for him,
but
nothing's working.
But also with that list, what you were just saying is like it was also helping the others to strive to be better, like try to beat each other. So that's a plus on that with them, like with them leading the pack like that, and they're here on the main roster. For the others, it's pretty much telling them, yo, step your game up. But that's how long ago? That was like what, 2 years ago?
No, guess who's beating Bianca's records?
Nikita Lyons?
No, Lash Legends.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know who that is.
The one that's feuding with Nikita Lyons.
Yeah, he don't know because he don't.
I don't watch.
Watching.
Yeah, I haven't watched WTV in fucking ages.
Once he sees Nikita Lyons, he'll start watching again.
Gobbler.
No, I know she's like known for her ass or whatever, but that's all I know.
The Gobbler mentioned Baron Corbin is the starting QB and Moss is the rookie QB, and see if he ready for something. Okay.
Lash Legend? What the hell who is this? Where did this woman come from?
She was formerly in the WNBA.
Yeah, she's a basketball player. Come on. When are we going to hire wrestlers, for fuck's sake? Jesus, football players and bodybuilders and basketball players. Just hire a wrestler.
Well,
what's his name is a baseball player?
They want that blank
buddy, Steve Mahal, whatever his name is.
They want that black that blank sheet where they can mold them themselves.
Yeah, okay, but you can still do that. They've done that with plenty of indie guys. Just hire some wrestlers.
Baron Corbin is a former NFL player.
So, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so, but he went from NFL straight to.
Okay, so she went from WNBA to
right.
What's the difference? Because she's just a female.
Who said anything about her gender?
I'm just saying because
if that was the difference, I would have said that.
Baron Corbin.
I specifically
on our TV screen. Baron Corbin went from the NFL to the WWE.
Okay, I specifically didn't say from the WNBA. I said she was a basketball player because I wasn't going to mention her gender because there's nothing to do with it. You brought it up, not me. I'm saying, is there not enough people on the independents that they can hire wrestlers to be wrestlers instead of hiring?
That's up to the independents to get better.
Players or NFL guys. The independents are doing fine.
If they're not making a name for themselves, that's on them.
Plenty of them seem to be making a name for themselves. They're on AEW every week. Okay. Tony Deppen is going to be on this week. He was just on.
Yes,
I
I
mean,
know.
for
I
example.
sent the picture.
So.
Oh, this is great. I love this little banter between y'all two.
No, that's what I
This is
mean, though.
awesome.
Like, what does that have to do with anything? Her gender has nothing to do with it. I didn't mention it. The
Well,
independents are doing fine because
But
AEW is
I'm
seeing
just
guys
proving a
that-
point.
It's funny how T
I'm just
I'm-
proving a point. You just mentioned
I'm not seeing your point.
get
You haven't said it yet.
wrestlers, right? But Baron
That's what I'm saying.
Corbin,
Why
who
can't
we
we make
all
why
love,
can't we make wrestlers out of
Baron
wrestlers?
Corbin, who we all love, is a former NFL player.
What do you mean we all love? Who said I love him? I literally said I don't care about this match. This is a go take a piss match.
I think Baron Corbin has nailed everything he's ever given.
What's funny, Joe?
I said I want him to do the old gimmick again, not this thing with
I would love the Lone Wolf too,
Cat Moss.
but he's trying to evolve and evolve and evolve.
Yeah, you know what's funny? What T mentioned is that he said that the guys on the indies need to step their game up and make a name for themselves. Well, the guys that they bring in from other sports, they haven't made a name for themselves in the wrestling world.
Right.
I'm
None
like,
of them have a name.
I'm like, it's easy to say, oh, they got a name for themselves because they play this sport.
Yeah,
but
somewhere else.
But there's people who don't watch those sports who never even heard of these people.
Right.
I never heard of
Amriel Thomas is or whatever
yes,
his name is.
I never heard of Baron Corbin. Well, his real name.
I don't know what's his name. What's
his
real name?
I never heard of him until he came to NXT. And
Anriel Howard is
and they gave him the name Baron
name.
Corbin. You know,
what's Baron Corbin's real name?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Is Corbin his real last name or no? I know some of them they just take their last name and change it or whatever. I don't know what his name was or is. Oh, he's not Baron anymore. Sorry, he's happy now.
Yeah, but
Thomas Pestock.
It's a good thing they changed his name.
There you go.
Pestock sounds a lot like pet cock.
Yeah. But yeah, just like what you said though about about the indie guys making a name. Well, these guys didn't have a name for them either, as far as wrestling fans go, who doesn't watch sports or anything and don't know who these people are. I have no idea who Lash Legend was. I don't know her shoot name. I don't know what sport. I didn't know she was a basketball player until Joe just mentioned it.
No, T said it. Well, okay. I didn't know it either.
All right, yeah. So she didn't have no name behind her. But, well, for me that is because I don't watch the stuff, so I didn't know who the hell she was.
The static is there again. Yeah. It's clicking in and out. It's like it almost sounds like you flip a switch, but it clicks and then there's static and then it's good when you cut it out. There you go.
Yeah. All right.
Hey, here's Baron Corbin trivia. His first match was against the guy that I trained with. I never knew that. Dante Dash trained at IWF.
And the answer to that is learning the product a little bit better.
Which product?
All the product. Everything. Everything.
Why do I need to learn the WNBA to know what WWE is?
I'm not talking about the W. I'm talking about wrestling.
But if she doesn't have a name in wrestling, then learning the product will not do anything.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying learning the product, the wrestling product. I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about the WWE. Wow, how do I know these things?
Well, there's things that me and Joey...
you can Google her when she shows up on TV. I don't know.
But there's also things that me and Joey knows that you don't know about guys on the indies.
Okay.
All
right, I hate to give Pat credit, but he actually brings up a good point. He says, what's the point of working in the indies and one day dreaming of becoming a WWE superstar if they're just going to hire other athletes anyway? That's sort of what I'm saying. They send Regal to indie shows all the time. A lot of times he was there in secret and it would come out a week later. Hey, Regal was at Pro Wrestling Magic in New Jersey, for example. I mean, he wasn't. That's came to mind because of the Cody Rhodes thing. But he was there scouting talent. I mean, do they send people to NFL games now to scout talent or basketball games? I mean, come on, man. I get that they're already athletes. They're already pure athletes. I understand that. But if you're going to bring them there and try to mold them into WWE's, no pun intended, image, then they're going to do that with indie guys anyway. Just get people that are already wrestlers, have already taken bumps for years.
And I do agree. I agree with both of you though, but mainly I'm leaning more towards Joey though.
Okay, I understand it.
I will agree with both of you, but also there is talent that comes from other sports that actually do something that actually makes a name for themselves. But at the same time, you got the guys who've been busting their asses for years, then to get other athletes from other sports to skip the head of the line.
And you want to make sure if you're bringing in somebody from the NFL or the NBA, MLB. I mean, they just hired a baseball player. AEW just hired a basketball player. Both giant, big Indian guys named Singh. Coincidentally,
Yeah.
they debuted like a week after each other. Same name, same nationality. Both other sports. Like, make sure that they're also people that respect the business. Like, for example, Kurt Angle came in and Vince McMahon offered him millions of dollars, and he laughed in his face and tore the contract up and said, "This is bullshit. It's fake. It's phony. I'm not doing this," and walked out. Like, that's not respect.
And then
You
years
know what
later,
I mean? Like, right. Then years later, he's like, then I watched it and I saw some of it, and I went to an ECW show and I saw what they were doing, and I realized how wrong I was. I mean, you don't want to have a guy come in and do that and then have to wait years to realize he made a mistake. Like, bring in people that are already with it, that already respect what we do, what Chio does, what T does. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's just, people that are on the independents already respect that. There's not like an NFL guy going to come in and say, well, but this is phony.
it's like working for a company where you've been working and busting your ass for years for not wrestling. I'm just saying, just a company.
You to take your job, baby.
Yeah. It's like
that Dusty promo.
Exactly. Well,
I can't do a good Dusty. I do a terrible Dusty Rhodes.
It's like you're working for a company. You're trying to become a supervisor or a man or a vice president of a company, and then next thing you know, some jackass's cousin or nephew walks in, has no experience. Oh, he only got the job because that's his nephew, whatever. So now the guy who don't know what the hell we do here or anything is now my boss. He jumped ahead of the line and he's in charge now. That's like saying, you got status in the locker room because you're here, whatever. But we're getting off topic. We're definitely getting off.
Hold on. First of all, it's Neidhart. I don't know what that name says. But Anvil Neidhart was a football player that ended up being WrestleMania. A, correct. B, he didn't go from football to wrestling. He went from football to training. He trained with Steel Hart for years and then wrestled in Stampede for years, for 5-6 years. He was in Stampede before he went to WWF.
Yeah.
So it's not like he came right from the NFL, went to WWE. Didn't have a training program at the time. So he went to Stu's, which, he ended up marrying into the Hart family.
And it worked out.
Yeah.
So, but as we're getting off track, let's get back to our WrestleMania Backlash. The next match we were going to talk about is Bobby Lashley taking on Omos with that turncoat MVP.
I like how they put MVP like the graphic up here, so it almost looks like him and Omos are the same height.
Yeah, well, but you see it's smaller. You
if they did it in real time, Lashley and MVP would be down here. You see the top of their head.
That WrestleMania logo will be like the Wonder Woman bandana right on him.
On Lashley's forehead. That's funny shit.
Shit. Yeah, I'm not big up on this one myself. It's just, to me, it's just a revenge match for MVP turning on Lashley, and
is MVP done right? Like, has MVP wrestled at all since he's been back in WWE as the manager thing, or no?
Yeah.
He has
a couple times.
Yeah,
but not as often.
But he got injured last wrestling match he had, so he took time and.
That's what I was going to ask. Is he still hurt, or is he not? Is he just done wrestling?
I'm not quite sure. All I know is he's getting paid.
I'm just not into this match. I love MVP. I mean, I've known him for years. He's a really good dude. I just don't care about either one of these guys, really, at this point.
I'm going to have to disagree with this fool.
Andre versus Hogan. Are you kidding me?
And MVP is Bobby Heenan. Bobby Heenan never managed Hogan. He never managed Hogan. He was always the heel. So it's not like,
Well, no. He's saying, what are you talking about, managing Hogan?
No, because look. This to me is Andre versus Hogan.
Right. Bobby Lashley is Hogan, the big baby face, and Omos is Andre the Giant with MVP.
Bobby Heenan, but here MVP used to manage Bobby Lashley and turned on him. Bobby Heenan never managed Hogan and turned on Hogan.
He's talking about just this match, not necessarily the whole.
No,
angle.
Far
But
from
this is not Andre and Hogan. This is not the
He-
match that's going to make the most money for the
He
pay-per-view.
really did come on here and say this is WrestleMania 3.
dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
93,000 people are not buying tickets to see this, okay?
This is the match.
I
that's
just gave
selling out
Pat credit
WrestleMania.
5 minutes ago, and he comes back with this. Come on, man.
Wait, hold up. This is the match that's selling WrestleMania Backlash. And next Pat's gonna jump on here and say Madcap and Baron is gonna be the Steamboat Savage.
Dude, you're gonna say that?
You know what's the benefit of this match? The theme songs, because both guys got bangers as theme songs. That's it.
You know what? I'm gonna have to cut this one short and we just jump to the next one because Pat just ruined it for me.
Our ears win for this one.
All right. Up next is the 6-man tag with the Universal and WWE, well, the unified champion, Roman Reigns, teaming up with the SmackDown champions, his cousins, the Usos, against Rated RKO, the Raw Tag Team champs, and Drew McIntyre, which is
You know what's weird to me? When they unify a title, don't they usually make one new belt, or just carry? Why is he still carrying 2 belts?
I guess they're waiting.
It still looks
to
like
unify.
2 separate brands. We're waiting for him to retire and go to Hollywood, like you said last night.
I'm guessing. I'm thinking they're gonna wait till they do the whole Roman and until Cody. If Cody takes the title,
They're not gonna put them titles together.
When Cody takes the title from now, remember about bringing back the old wingy, the wingy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now
That would be the one to come back. Drop these
he
two.
said that on Steve Austin thing too. He said if I'm ever going to win that title, I'll bring back the old
the
Wing
one
Dingle
right
belt.
behind his shoulder as he was sitting there.
Yeah.
That was great. But yeah, hands down, I was looking forward for the unification of the tag titles with the Usos and Orton. And I would see the Usos take both titles and then just unify them. And I would like to see the old WWF titles come back. You know, the ones like the Hart Foundation, the Bulldogs.
The one with the big world in the middle.
Yes.
Yeah, those were cool belts, dude. I mean, they could always remake those and just use the new logo. Instead of the F, just use the WW logo. I mean, those are awesome looking.
Fox and USA want their own identity. They're not gonna have a champion go around. They're gonna have champions for each brand.
Well, they got the US title. They can use that for the US.
They can have champions for each brand and still use those belts just on one of them.
They're gonna have the.
That's
Fox
what I heard too. I heard Fox wants. I also heard Fox wants a say in who is on their network, and they want exclusivity, so they don't want any of those guys going to do Raw stuff.
Yeah,
even
basically.
though sometimes they go back and forth. So, but I heard that the house show in Trenton last night was Raw and SmackDown guys together, which is weird.
Well, it's house show though. It's house show. It's not on TV.
Yeah, I know,
so.
I don't know.
Normally, like the first month after Mania, like that, it is still both brands.
When they did the first brand split though, didn't they do separate house shows too? Some of them on the same nights, I thought.
Yeah, they did.
Weird they're not doing it now. I wish I went to that show. I just, like I said, I forgot about it 3 different times. I was reminded of it, so I guess I wasn't meant to be there.
Going into this match here, I can hands down see RK Bro and McIntyre walking out with their hands raised in victory.
They're gonna beat one of the Usos. I think.
Yeah, I see one of the guys from RK. I think Riddle might pin one of the Usos to keep building that thing between the unification of the tag titles between the 4 of them. That, you know, I figure, you know, Riddle has to be the ideal guy to go over because, you know, Orton has his status, McIntyre has his status. You know, they're both up there. It's Riddle needs to pick up the victory here to
wait, Drew. Okay, so last night Reigns went over Drew McIntyre. If that means anything, if that affects this match at all,
I don't think it will at all whatsoever because this being a 6-man. But yeah, like I said, I see
Well,
Riddle.
no, but I mean, but that doesn't mean anything. I mean, Reigns and McIntyre are still in the match. I'm saying
Oh yeah.
Reigns can still go over. Or they can still win this match with Reigns beating McIntyre because of what they did last night. But I don't know.
Yeah. No,
Is there no?
I'm gonna say
Is there no title matches on this pay-per-view?
Just the women's.
Yep.
That's it. Oh my God.
As far as I can think of, yeah, that is the only.
Maybe Theory and who is he feuding against? I forget.
Finn Balor.
Was it Balor?
No,
No.
That's what they did last night. Theory and Finn Balor for the U.S. title. Theory went over.
Oh,
Actually,
Ali.
they did Intercontinental
Ali,
last
that's
night.
Ali.
That could be on the
They did-
kickoff show.
They did Intercontinental last night too. Ricochet in a three-way match. Ricochet over Sami Zayn and Jinder Mahal.
Mustafa Ali versus Balor could be on the kickoff show.
Oh yeah, they could do that.
That'd be not that match there should be on the main card, if anything.
Yeah.
I would not, if it does end up being on the kickoff show, I won't be disappointed because it's a match I would love to see. But at the same time,
they if it was me, if I had some kind of control, I would swap Baron Corbin and Riddick Moss with that on the pre-show, and then put that on the main show just to have a second title match on the main show. It makes the main show seem more important.
Yeah, ditto. I would do that too.
Or even move Omos or Omo, whatever the hell his name is.
Omos,
I mean, I guess you can't really move that because that's kind of got a storyline around it. I mean, so does the other one, but it just seems like a more important match to me. But move one of them. Oh, you know what we didn't mention? AJ Styles and Edge is that Damian Priest is not allowed at ringside.
I did mention
that. And then we started jumping the gun with Balor coming in.
Yeah.
And then I said Rhea Ripley.
So Balor and Theory is what they did last night, but what if Balor comes out and Theory comes out?
Yeah, it could happen anyway. We don't know. But Theory been being buddy with Miz lately.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that's all going. But it's funny because in the gimmick, there's like I got pulled with Mr. McMahon and this and that. I'm his handpicked guy, and and throwing Miz under the bus like that first time where he worked like, yeah, you can watch you can work Ali tonight right now. Yeah, I just got a tweet from a message from McMahon. You're like, what? So now watch. I bet you eventually it'll be Theory versus Miz. I can see that for the title. And gentlemen, as we were talking about creative earlier, this is a gentleman who used to work for WWE Creative.
But you may have known him from I Know What You Did Last Summer.
It wasn't 10 Things I Hate About You?
She's All That.
That's what I'm thinking of. Wait, She's All That was Heath Ledger, right? Or no?
No, that's 10
Things I Hate About You. Okay. I don't know.
She's All That. What other? I Know What You Did Last Summer Part 2. Scooby Doo, and a bunch of other stuff. Mr. Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yes, apparently, Mr. Prince wants to start a wrestling company. He used to be in WWE Creative, and there's a lot of stuff that
Ratchet,
the ideas and stuff would just go right.
Who's Ratchet? Come on.
Is he trying to say Ricochet?
Imagine getting it that goddamn wrong. Ratchet and Baylor. Ratchet Baylor.
Oh my God.
It's a championship, not a belt.
Pat, stop chiming in. You don't know what you're typing.
I love that he's Ratchet. Look at T. T's almost in tears laughing. Ratchet.
Right.
Oh, man.
He's turning red over here. He's choking.
God.
Ricochet defended his title last night and won, successfully retained. So
we're not talking about it anymore, Pat. Shut up. All right, back to Freddie Prinze Jr.
I just started listening to Freddie Prinze's podcast recently. Like I'm only on like episode 3 or whatever. So I've been going. I started back from the beginning, which was like November, where he talks about just stuff meeting McMahon's, how he got hired, blah blah blah. I didn't get to this one yet. This is the latest episode, which he talked about online like 3 or 4 weeks ago, and then this episode came out, whatever, a week later or a week or 2 weeks later. I haven't listened to this one yet. Did you hear it yet, Gio?
No, I've not heard any of Freddie's any. I didn't know he did a podcast until I found this image here.
Oh
and it
yeah,
says
yeah,
Apple
yeah.
Podcast. It's on Apple
It's
Podcast. So I'm gonna
it's been on my
definitely check it
list
out.
of it's been on my list of stuff to listen to coming up. I just haven't had I'm not in my car enough, and I don't listen to podcasts in my car for some weird reason. So I haven't heard it yet either until recently.
All right, so people are just who are tuning in and they're trying to read this on the screen. I'm gonna read it off. Pro wrestling has been a passion of mine. I was since I was a child, from watching with my grandmother. I'm sorry, it's far away from me. To writing for the WWE. Now I want to make a different kind of impact on the industry by launching my own wrestling company and bringing it back to the basics. So when in the interview he mentioned that he wants to have it as a SAG affiliate where the talent can get
Union.
insurance.
Yes.
Can be unionized and get insurance.
Yeah.
And every time apparently he mentioned it in WWE several times to the talent and stuff like that. And then it went on deaf ears because like guys like Triple H and wouldn't go for it. But he said maybe once if Vince ever sells the company, that the talent should think about trying to unionize, but it's never going to happen as long as Vince is still, I hate to say, head of the table, But after doing a little thinking and really soaking in what he said about the whole SAG thing, before I saw this and heard and looked into it, I was kind of against of as far as how we go and say pro wrestling, sports entertainment, and stuff like that. When and we got into the business because as being pro wrestlers, that's why we got it, because it was called professional wrestling. Then as we look at it from the perspective that I'm looking at it now, and I'm still guilty. I still want to call it pro wrestling because that's what we grew up on.
That's what it is.
Just the fact that, you're on television doing this, doing that. And yes, entertainers, acting, glorified stuntmen, I would say. But we go out there and we put our bodies on the line at the same time. But, we're trying to keep each other safe. One guy who took wrestling as he was fighting against the Pennsylvania State Athletic Commission, just so he doesn't have to use a license and go through all the regulations. Joey, you might know who I'm talking about. Trotsky with the whole stunt, instead of a pro wrestling company, it's a stunt studio. His wrestlers
it's a wrestling company.
Yeah, his wrestlers are called stunt performers. It's and it's under the acting, per se, so that way he don't have to go by.
So it doesn't follow the rules.
So basically,
but
if this starts going into the acting realm as far as like live action role playing, LARPing. That's what it is. We're LARPing. We're actually LARPing. We are doing what we saw growing up. Okay, we saw pro wrestling on TV. A lot of people start doing backyard wrestling and stuff like that. Then people are building their own companies and stuff like that. We are all, us now, from the last 20, 30 years, we are mimicking what we saw on TV. We all want to become professional wrestlers, what we saw on TV. We all want to have a company that we saw on TV. We don't have WWE, but we got these small independent companies and stuff. So with this, him going into the SAG stuff, yes, live action, actors, stuntmen, and the production that goes behind it and everything like that too. It makes total sense now when I look at it from a different perspective, and it'd be great. It'd be great to be unionized, especially with the whole insurance thing. When a lot of people don't have health insurance to protect them when they go to like the hospital and stuff, they get hit with all these big bills. And
next thing I started GoFundMe.
Yeah. So yeah, I and then we go out there putting our bodies online, and then the only ones that I don't see that should have this kind of status is the deathmatch guys. They are extremely putting their bodies on the line with no regard, whatever, broken bones, this and that. Okay. One thing going out there wrestling and you're doing a stunt and you're doing this, accidents happen. But when you're out there intentionally, like you got the light tubes, the barbed wire, this and that, that's why the wrestling should get away from that. If they're going to do the SAG, it shouldn't be none of that really hardcore violence type of stuff. That should not be a part of the SAG. You can't, because then anyone and everyone be oh, we're part of the SAG. Let's just go out here and kill each other.
Yeah.
Our insurance will cover it. But I give him props. He already has I guess for a 2-year plan, but it's a possibility he might have a 3-year plan financially. Apparently he went down to, I think it was Austria it was for a meeting or something or he's on his way, but he's going to be down there for like about a month time frame. He mentioned that he loves the business, but he hates the fact that being away from his family, because he's a family guy. He has kids.
Sorry, who was that? I'm sorry.
Freddie Prinze.
Oh yeah.
Because he has all the ideas. He has the wheels in motion. He has a whole bunch of stuff. He has people reaching out to him who loves the idea just as much, and they want to be a part of it. So yeah, I am totally on board with this. I will totally support this. He has my approval to the talent, especially for the insurance, because like I said, guys get hurt, this and that. And if you get that SAG behind your name as a performer, it could open doors as far as acting too, because that's what it's for too as well.
Yeah,
performing.
That's what the A means. Screen Actors Guild.
Yeah. So 100% hands down. I am I'm behind this. Joe. And
I like the idea a lot. Freddie Prinze, if you need somebody to work for you, let me know, brother. I can't wrestle anymore, here, but I'll be there. We are right here, yeah, man.
Yeah, but I support it as well, because like
between the three of us, I think, what is there, 1,000 years experience at least.
I got a hip that has stories.
Yeah, my neck and back too. I'm right with you.
Yeah, I was waking up my back today. Oh shit.
We can all be in the same hospital room together.
Throwing food at each other, arguing over the TV.
You took my Jello.
With
Take a
microphones
bump.
right in front of us.
Here's a channel.
Oh man, but yeah, I definitely look forward to this here. So I'm gonna try to stay tuned here if I hear any more input, any more updated details. So we will hopefully be chiming in more about this. And hey, maybe we can reach out to Freddie and maybe have him on and talk some more about it or something like that.
That would be cool.
That'd be awesome.
Cool.
I will have no wrestling questions from. It's all about. I know what you did last summer.
Hey, Freddie, I got a quick question. What did I do last summer? Oh, I know.
All right. And moving along, here's something that's been in the news probably some time. I guess I'm not sure how long ago it was. I tried to I reread the article, but with everything else we're talking about, it fluttered in and out my brain because I'm trying to keep track of everything. And that is this young lady, Jenny Santana, is the legitimate daughter of Tito Santana. Just she did not know it until many years later, and just has found out. I think it was like a year or two or something like that. But she spoke to him once, but she's been in contact with his sons though. Uh, Apparently she don't want to push the issue of trying to connect, only because it's been he's married, he has this life going on, and she don't want to.
He's living here in Jersey.
Yeah,
Still.
she don't want to put a rift in the family. But like I said, she mentioned, like I said, she's been in contact with the sons though. So there is still kind of some kind of connection there. Who knows? The sons could be talking to him and like, yo, Pop, you need this is our sister. We don't know that. We don't know that. But before she got into wrestling, she has an extensive Brazilian jiu-jitsu background, as also as champion, and also even in no gi competitions as well as a champion before she got into wrestling. So that there helped her out a lot. Apparently she's going to be, her next upcoming event that we noticed, that she's going to be in Vegas. I guess it's some kind of big women's show. I didn't get to read the whole flyer or all the details. I just seen the location, Vegas, and this and that. She's on Twitter. You can follow her on like that and see what's up. But yeah, this is very interesting. That just, like I said, it came out of the woodwork. I was just talking to some guys last night who were at the show, who have their kids are wrestling too. So it's like the dads were on the show and the second generation sons were on the show performing, and like it's great to see all that happening. Where hands down, the more and more we're starting to see a lot more second and third generation wrestlers on shows. I'm waiting for that fourth generation to appear on NXT. If you know who I'm talking about, I'm talking about The Rock's daughter.
Yeah, she's been on NXT for since NXT's inception.
Yeah, so I'm waiting for her to actually be in ring performing live in front of the crowd. But yeah, back to Jenny though. I plan on looking her up some more. I just found this out. I think it was last night, or was it? I think I sent it to you yesterday's or whatever. But yeah, I'm definitely want to look up some videos.
Yesterday is when you sent it to me. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely want to.
Let's have her on the podcast.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be awesome. So, but yeah, so this is a surprise for everyone to keep their eyes on her to see, can she live up to the legacy, even though, like I said, even though they haven't been in much contact. We'll see if she can do the Santana name justice in the world of wrestling, especially in the female division around. Who knows? Would the E have an eye on her? We don't know. Only time will tell.
Arriba.
Yes, arriba. Gentlemen,
She'll probably say it in Brazilian.
do we have, before we get off the air, do we have any other news notes or whispers going around?
Congratulations to Jay White for getting married.
Okay, congratulations. All right, that's why he's sporting the Switchblade shirt.
What about Bryan Danielson being told no by AEW that he cannot work a show? Was it last night?
For Indies?
Yeah. Maybe it was last weekend, yeah.
I saw that before we got on the air.
Yeah, he was going to work, or he wanted to work Defy Wrestling, and AEW said no. Even though they're the land of freedom and everyone can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
They said no because they want his first. Actually, I'll read the quote. AEW wants his first Seattle Washington match to be when they debut there, which A, obviously wouldn't be his first match in Seattle, and B, there's currently no date for any AEW shows in Seattle. So they don't even have anything lined up, and they're telling him, no, you can't do that until we go there. Come on, man. I mean, if they have nothing lined up, it could be a year, 2 years before they go there. Let them do it now, and then in 2 years, who cares? Like, what's the? I don't understand. They're supposed to be so free and everything. Just let them work there. I mean, it's his home. They're telling me you can't go in front of your hometown crowd because we have nothing lined up and we don't know when we will. But that's when you're going to work there. I don't know, man. I'm kind of not
some
cool
of the
with
rules.
that decision.
It's kind of hard with some of the rules because 1 minute they're saying you can do something, and that's with any company, and then next thing you know, it turns around. Then you can, like, well, which is it? Stop playing games with us. Give us a direct, a legit answer.
There's also another rumor, not about Bryan Danielson, but that involves him. I guess is that that AEW had 6-man tag championship belts made.
Yeah.
Which I heard is why they put together the Combat Club guys, all 3 of them. Why it wasn't just Moxley and Danielson at the beginning. Are they going to add more people to that group? Or is it going to be a group or just 3 of them?
That trios belt been in the works since company's inception.
Well, right, but now it's done. They created them. They're finished now. They're ready to go. They just haven't announced. I guess they haven't announced it yet.
I don't know because to me, if anybody would have hold that trios, should have been the Death Triangle.
Yeah.
Oh, what's his name? Neville and
there should have been the first people to hold it, but I guess
the time still, it's
still there, but the Blackpool Combat Club is over than a mofo.
Yeah,
they come in, they beat people up, and everybody's happy, and I love it. It's great.
What would be a team that you don't expect, like something like what Brock Anderson and them, like whoever, like
no.
Like I said, it could be a team where you least expect it.
Brock ain't seen a belt for like 3 years.
All right, gentlemen, I think that's it. What we have for today's show. And question: do we know T has a certain individual got back to you about the 19th?
No, he was talking about the 30th. He needs to clear it with his job.
The 30th of
June. You told me.
Okay. Then again, we can interview him. We can do a pre-recorded interview, and we can just whatever he's available, we can do a nice pre-recorded one, and then we can just air it whenever.
All he's looking for is basically consent from his job to have time, like that way he doesn't miss work.
Okay, well, you can find out when he's free and then get back to me, and then we can do something. We can probably set something up.
I told him that we do Thursdays and Sundays, and I told him the time.
Yeah, not the Sundays. That's our show here. We can't. That's our show here. But like I said, find out what days he's free, and then we can figure it out. Joe, did you have anyone you want to bring on for the 19th or no?
19th. We went.
That's the
next production live on the
air. Yeah. We're trying to get it out there for the fans, but we know June 2nd is the Joey Image birthday bash. We're gonna try to get some friends and family on if we can.
Yeah, I heard. I spoke to the girl we talked about already the other day, and I'm waiting for a confirmation if she can do it or not. Because she's actually, her name is all over the place now, and she's working a lot of shows on weekdays now too. And that's a Thursday, so I don't know if she'll be able to do it or not. Well, she'll let me know.
Well, let's try to get our other friends on from the old Grand Slam company.
Oh yeah, we can do that.
We can get a bunch of those guys on and heckle the shit out of you.
Okay.
But as far as the 19th goes, if you want, gentlemen, I can try to spring something, get somebody on the show myself. But I definitely do want to have the show. I don't want to let it go unsung. I don't want to skip that day. So Joe, if you can't, if you're still working on your birthday one,
yeah,
you can have at it. You can do that, and I'll take and I'll look to get someone for next Thursday.
Okay.
And we're not bringing on Pat. We had him on once. He screwed it up just from talking.
Once I thought he had like 3 or 4 interviews on this show already.
No,
he doesn't need to be on here. He runs the network or runs the whole thing.
It was his one interview he had. It was just one interview, and
it seemed like forever.
And our ratings went down. They went down big time.
Yeah.
People canceled us. They stopped. It was cancel culture, or for us, big time. Yeah. So
that was ratchet.
Joe, if anything, I'll try to find someone for.
That's ratchet. That's funny.
Yeah, we'll get Ratchet on. We'll book Ratchet.
Rick Ratchet.
Yeah, someone. So yeah, most definitely. I'll reach out. I'll try to get someone on for the for this coming Thursday, which I only got 4 days then to work on, but I'll figure it out. I'll figure something out. I got this. We got this. We can do this, and I'll let Joe worry about his birthday show. He can book his own guests.
I'll try.
Like get a whole group of people. Be like, yo, come on, we're gonna party it up.
Image, this is your life.
Yeah, Image, this is your exactly. We get
do
Toxic, Caroline, Pinhead, Brad.
Do you remember up North Pennsylvania, Rebecca? This is little Joey.
Joey, remember when you were in 5th grade and that teacher always rubbed your shoulders every time you did good on a test? Well, here she is. Now, Joseph, I always gave you a sticker and a tap on the tushy, buddy. All right. We're gonna end this thing, folks. Thank you for tuning in. Listen to our banter of hilarious. Wait, is that even a word? Hilarious. Tongue-tied. Whatever. I'm tongue-tied. I'm tired. I just only had 3 cups of coffee in me and still didn't have no breakfast yet, even though this is the Breakfast and Body Slam show. Well, folks, thanks for tuning in. I'm Chio. That's Tony Reyes. And that's Joey Image. You're watching Breakfast and Body Slams on the BodySlams podcast.com. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification button to know when we are live. And with that being said, we are
Audi 5000.
Audi 5. I like that. Oh, peace. Check it out.
This is how it's gonna be. This is what you think of me. It's going down like I told you. This is how it's gonna be. I'll be the last man standing here. I'm not going anywhere. It's going down like I told you. I'll be the last man standing here. I'm gonna rock you. I'm gonna rock you. I'm gonna rock you. I'll have you begging for mercy, begging for mercy.